Liverpool take the field in the semi-final against Leicester City, and 65,000 pack Hillsborough as referee Holland spins the coin. Yeats wins for Liverpool. Ball is taken down the field, and it's the turn of Liverpool's Bacon. A narrow shave for Leicester. Half-time. Still trailing 1-0, Liverpool kick off in the second half.
It was the beginning of something for Liverpool in those days. It was a very enjoyable time, and the 60s were related in that particular city to, it was the time when the Beatles emerged as a pop group.
So it's Leicester who kick off, playing from left to right. On form, two well-matched teams. Riley attacks for Leicester over on the right, and it looks dangerous in the Liverpool goal area, but only for seconds. The Liverpudlians switch the attack at the other end. Ball in the net. Trying again, Kevin Lewis tests England goalkeeper Gordon Banks. England in white meet Uruguay. The referee, Mr. Jost of Hungary. In the next hour and a half. England attack again, and a good shot by Charlton is headed off. England's reward comes close to half-time. Terry Payne to burn. It's a goal.
And first of all, he replaced me in the England team. And he was a very astute little player, because he wasn't very big, but he was gritty and had a bite in the tackle.
Riley takes a free kick for Leicester. Up go the heads, and Mike Stringfellow has the ball in the net. 1-0, Liverpool kick off in the second half. It's anybody's game between these great sides, both near the top of the first division. Liverpool have come out fighting. Inside right, Roger Hunt shoots. Banks does well to save. It becomes clear as the Liverpudlians attack again.
Before the 1965 Cup final, and Liverpool had never won a Cup final. And 2 weeks before that, I got injured, and I missed the Cup final, and that was a big disappointment, because an FA Cup final is a special occasion.
England, in white as usual, are playing from left to right.
And after that, I never quite recovered, and I was involved in the England group for preparation for the World Cup finals. But when it came to the selection of the final 22, I missed out on that. And again, obviously that was a disappointment because of what happened after that, and England going on to win the World Cup in 1966.
Wins another corner for Liverpool. The crowd hope for better football in this half. Goalkeeper Tybo must be blessing his luck that his charge stays intact. Green's head's just over. And as Uruguay kick off on the resumption, everybody knows that 1-0 is a long way from a winning lead.
I'd always had this sort of interest of working abroad. I felt that maybe to broaden your horizons and to have a fresh challenge, it might be a nice thing to do. But I didn't expect something was going to happen so quickly. And within finishing at Leicester, within a month, really, I was negotiating and talking with Beşiktaş.
There was this offer of a job in Turkey for Beşiktaş, and I spoke to him straight away, and he didn't know what to do. I said, take it. You can always come home. If it doesn't work out, if you don't like it, or they don't like you, or you fail, or you're unhappy, you can always buy a plane ticket and come home. It might turn out to be a wonderful part of your life.
Orada ilk geldiğinde sabahları kalkıp günaydın demeyen, yemek yerken işte afiyet olsun, yani bizim örf ve adetlerimize göre söylüyorum, demeyen bir insandı. Fakat Türklerin daha duygusal, bu tip ilişkilerde, bu tip diyaloglara önem verdiğini anladı. Ve dediğin gibi o klasik tabrik oradan biraz Türkleşti. Bence bu iyi de oldu.
I think for a player or a trainer, the first year is the most difficult. And I accepted at the beginning very clearly that, and I disciplined myself to this mentality that I was the stranger. In that beginning, how I worked and my habits were strange to the people at Bishop, particularly to the players. So those things weren't anything to be bigger than anybody or showing no respect. It was just the way I was. So there has to be an adjustment to those sort of things.
And his success as a manager is well, his record's there. And for anyone to have survived 5 years in Turkey makes him quite a remarkable manager.
He lasted 6 years, which is unheard of. It is actually unknown in Turkish football to last that long. It's usually a 2-year contract, and you finish and you last about 8 months, or you last until your team gets one bad result, and the president or the chairman will oust you out because you've lost one game. It's quite a different mentality.
We got a lot of credit from those games, and most of them, I was very pleased with the team's performance. But obviously I get criticised because we should have done this, you should have done that, and we didn't, because European football means so much to the people in Turkey. But also, it means so much to everybody in Europe. I've been respected here, which is important. I felt proud of the relationship that I had with the players. I've been proud of what we did together. You have to move. Football is a game of change, and it was a happy time.
I always remember what you told me. You said, I'm going to go to Japan. He said, but if I don't like it, I can always get a plane ticket home. I said, try it. The Japanese are very ambitious people. They've done, I mean, unbelievable and wonderful things in high tech, haven't they? In all aspects of high technology. They commanded the golf situation. They commanded the American baseball situation. They know football is a world sport. They haven't got a world sport other than the golf, if you like, but golf is not played everywhere, is it? And I would think that they are mustard keen to get into that, and they will want to promote World Cup football in Japan.
Japan are making a very determined and serious bid to try and get the World Cup in 2002. And you know, Japanese, when they try to focus their concentration on a particular subject, topic or event, they usually do it very, very well and make it work. So they're building new stadiums for this, they're doing all the infrastructure for this. So between now and then, obviously, there's going to be a big input into Japanese football.
Enthusiasm from the people and the financial structure, which gives them a chance of bringing the top people in to supplement their own home-produced players. Another thing about Japan, as opposed to maybe say the States and America, where they've tried soccer over there, that it's not so big a country, so the travelling part is not as bad as it is in the States, and I think it must have a fair chance of doing well.
They will attract the top quality players because they can provide the finance to do that. But I think also they'll be very selective, that they're picking the right person to promote Japanese football, and that's what they're very conscious of, is promoting the game.
But certainly Africa is a new dimension, and it will be interesting to see again what the African teams, and I'm looking at Nigeria as well, what they will do in the World Cup. Now you've got when you go extreme east and you're talking about the Far East, well, I don't think those the colossal potential